SBR Videos is sponsored by Sports Cash System. Click on the link below for more information. Hi, welcome to SBR Forum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing Week 5 in the NFL. We're talking right now with returning guest Al McMordie from BigAl.com. Al McMordie, industry veteran, has a great website and is a proven handicapping expert in the NFL. Last year, he came in first place at SportsMonitor.com. Al, thanks for joining us this week.
Always good to be here, Peter.
All right, that's true, right? Well, what was that last year? You came in first place where? At Sports Monitor, right?
Sports Monitor, 77% on our top selections in the NFL. This season, we're having a great year on all our NFL plays. That was on our top selections. We hit 77%. This year in the NFL, we're 14-9 on our selections on all plays. In college football this season is documented by the Sports Monitor on our top plays, 12-4, 75%. So we're off to a good start this football season.
All right, well, that's awesome, and I am consider myself very lucky to have you as a guest on our shows every week. All right, the first game that we're going to discuss here, Jacksonville at St. Louis. Now, St. Louis, to give you an idea of how bad Jacksonville really is as of now in the power rankings, St. Louis is 11.5-point home favorite on the lines here. Total is 41.5. And, I'm sure you have a lot of power rankings that you use to handicap NFL. My question, do you have any lack of power rankings that you can use that might be applicable for this game?
I mean, it's the jokes are probably endless with these two teams.
That's the best one I got.
This is probably going to be the worst matchup of the NFL this season. There's no doubt that the Jags are the worst team in football. They're not only 0-4, they have a heck of a shot at going 0-16. And in terms of efficiency, the Jaguars have the worst ranked offense in the league, one of the 5 worst defenses in the league, and one of the 10 worst special teams in the league. On offense, they're averaging just 7.75 points per game. On defense, they're giving up 32.25 points per game. Wow. And even worse, Jacksonville has failed to cover the spread by an average of 16 points per game. So, it's not surprising to find them installed as a double-digit underdog against another terrible team, the 1-3 St. Louis Rams, who, by the way, are also 0-4 against the spread and have failed to cover the spread by 11.25 points per game. But faithful followers of my service know that I'm never one to shy away from playing on bad teams. And I'm not going to make an exception here with these Jaguars. We're currently at Week 5 in the NFL, and if you go back to 1980, Peter, teams off 4 point spread losses to open the season. These teams are 100% against the spread in Week number 5. They're 8-0 ATS. If they fail to cover the spread in their first 4 games by more than 15.25 points, and when you look at these 8 games, these teams are covering the spread by an average of 8.5 points per game. So I'm not going to be surprised if the Rams win this game by about a field goal. I think they'll lose, but I think they'll cover.
I'll tell you what, I was handicapping this game at first, like everyone else, I was like, oh my God, how do you cap this game? The more I look into it, though, the more I actually agree. I think the Jaguars might be one of the best bets on the card, because one thing you didn't even mention, they're getting back Justin Blackmon, right? And that could be a huge, now you have Blackmon and Cecil Shorts at wide receiver, and that's actually a pretty decent tandem. And that, I don't know how much that's being factored into the line here, but that was clearly something that was, hobbling Jacksonville in the first 4 weeks. And, as bad as Blaine Gabbert, certainly is, how important do you think the return of Blackmon is here for the Jags?
I think it's worth about 1.5 points. Mm-hmm. I think it's worth about 1.5 points, but I think Sam Bradford is light years ahead of Blaine Gabbert. I mean, Blaine Gabbert, sometimes you watch his throws and, you just want to scream. I had Jacksonville last week, and, he threw into double coverage on this one play. It was an easy pick, it could have been picked off by both of the guys. And, yeah, Bradford, he was going up against a tough team. That was a must-win situation for the 49ers. There's no doubt he's going to have a much better game against Jacksonville. The issue for me is, can they win this game by 12 or more points? I don't think they will.
Yep, I agree with you. Al McMordie liking the Jags plus 11.5, and I'm agreeing with it. Thanks, Al.